Yeah, you said previously that the success of the startup hinges more on the execution of your idea than the actual idea itself. And my question is, how would not having having like a low quality idea like allow you to rise above the competition of like everybody else in your market? There was this book out there called From Zero to One.
Peter Thiel, yeah.
And he painted like a really good microcosm of like what I'm trying to say. He was talking about Indian restaurants in Palo Alto, and basically, I think you already know what I'm talking about. He said you can have like a small Indian restaurant like on the streets of Palo Alto, and you can say that you make the best curry ever, right? And like you're not really going to grow because like across the street from you there's also another Indian restaurant that makes like the best samosas ever, right? So you can have like the best execution in that case, like you can make the best curry in the world, but like you're not really going to defeat your competition. So with that said, how much, like when you're making a new startup, how much should you focus on getting like an actual high quality idea over like creating a team that can execute your idea well?
Okay, so I'm going to unpack that down to execution, right? So just because you're the best product in the world doesn't mean anybody's buying it, right? You have to out-execute your competition. You can have a mediocre product and still out-execute them with marketing, things of that nature. So let's say you do have the best curry in the world, and yet next door they have the best mimosa, whatever. And you're basically unable to execute on getting the best of that product in the world at scale because you're not focusing on that. Could you put it in as a frozen foods, a store type packaged meal? Could you take the fast casual approach, which Chipotle has pioneered in so many ways, right? And take that Indian food with the best curry in the world and execute. But no, you took a traditional sit-down restaurant with lots of people and a lot of different products, and you put it in an expensive city with expensive real estate, and you focused instead on a product that is difficult to serve, difficult to maintain, and you didn't execute right. You focused on a small lifestyle business. That may be what you wanted. Your execution could have been completely engineered around, I just want one location. I have a friend, all he does is invest in restaurants that he thinks will fail. Okay, it sounds completely crazy. He says, I'm gonna lose my money in 3 to 5 years. He does it to be an owner in a restaurant in a city with an owner of the restaurant that he likes, so that he can bring business partners to that restaurant in that community and say he's an owner of a business in that community and get free meals, and everyone will like being there with him. And he does bigger deals at the restaurants that he loses money in because now he's a part owner of a community establishment, and all the other community leaders like him, and they'll do business and they'll send him special deals. He's figured out his strategy. He's executing. It's a loss leader for his other business interests. So maybe the best curry in the world is just set up to bring Peter Thiel in the door. And when Peter's there, maybe he cuts a $3 million check because it has the best curry in the world, because that is prime real estate and it has some of the best people there. So it's all about execution. It's all about strategy. You can take a mediocre product. I mean, look at Chipotle's queso cheese or whatever, right? Like everybody basically hates it from what I can tell, and it's still selling. People buy it. They didn't drop it. They just have execution down pat.
All right. Lane Campbell, everyone. Thank you.